A landlord's right is a tenant's plight. So went the proverb in the 18th century, a historical imbalance of power perceived to have continued through time. But new laws tomorrow help remedy that, bringing changes that aim to make housing more secure for renters in England.
Okay, so I'd like to show you an area where there's rising damp on the wall.
Have you told the landlord?
No.
Why?
Too afraid of getting a Section 21.
But you're too anxious to actually report it?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
The changes mean Adrian can finally relax. In 2024, he was given 2 months to leave his previous home of over a decade after being served a Section 21 notice, also known as a no-fault eviction. It left him scrabbling for a new home. No easy feat when you're on universal credit.
It's horrible. It's something that lingers with you in the back of your mind almost every second of the day, in a way. It sent me into quite a bad spiral, actually. After all the stress of trying to find a place, finding that incredibly difficult, being stonewalled virtually every time until I finally got this place, it floored me. And I ended up going through the worst bout of depression in my life. I near enough had a breakdown in 2025. And I don't mind admitting that because it was so stressful and it was so horrible.
But as of tomorrow, renters can no longer be evicted without legal reason or a court order, ending so-called no-fault evictions. Instead of fixed-term contracts, all tenancies will now become rolling. Tenants just need to give 2 months' notice to leave. Landlords must give 4 months if they want to sell or move in themselves, and can only do that after a year. Rent increases are capped to once a year and must be proportionate. Renters can now challenge it in a tribunal. Bidding wars for properties are banned, as is asking for more than a month's rent in advance. The law also bans rejecting someone because they have children or receive benefits, and landlords must now consider a request to have a pet.
We're doing this 13 years now. So.
Those in the property market point to a cocktail of changes that have caused an exodus of landlords in recent years. High interest rates, significant tax changes, and sweeping regulatory reforms that could make it harder to remove the small number of tenants that cause issues.
It seems like the landlords have been hit with a stick for some time, which, when you do those sort of things, invariably, it's going to affect the cost of the renter.
And are you seeing less rentals on the market as a result?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. As I mentioned, we've probably lost about 20% of our landlords in the last 12 months, and assuming that's across the board, that's a fifth of properties are no longer available for tenants now. We have tens and tens of people calling for properties when they go live, and we can only offer it to one person. So lots of them are unsuccessful.
And do you put that down to what's happening tomorrow?
Absolutely, yeah. It's all down to that.
Only when he knows he's protected by law will Adrian bring up the issues in his flat.
How do you think you'll feel tomorrow?
Probably no different than I felt today, except there'll be that little part inside of me that's thinking, I'm safe from getting a Section 21 now. It's not going to happen. That's going to be a big thing for me.
An imbalance redressed, one that the government says is long overdue. They'll be hoping the warnings of a further exodus of landlords aren't borne out.